Mozambique has long grappled with the ghosts of its past. The nation, rich in resources and potential, has often found itself shackled by political discord. From the ashes of colonial rule, a new struggle emerged, one that pitted brother against brother. Frelimo, the party that had valiantly fought for independence, became the ruling power, while Renamo, born from the dissent and fueled by external forces, took up arms. This bitter feud, etched in the memory of the nation, cast a long shadow over Mozambique's future. For decades, the two forces clashed, tearing at the fabric of Mozambican society. Peace accords, signed with hope and promise, often crumbled under the weight of mistrust and unfulfilled aspirations. The cycle of violence and fragile peace left its mark, hindering progress and sowing the seeds of division. The scars of this conflict are still visible today, etched into the landscape and the hearts of the people. Yet, amidst the ruins, a flicker of hope emerged. In a historic turn of events, Frelimo and Renamo announced a new political consensus. This agreement, a beacon of hope in the darkness, promised to chart a new course for Mozambique. It aimed to dismantle the structures of conflict and pave the way for lasting peace. The international community watched with bated breath, hoping that this time peace would finally take root. At the heart of the new consensus lay the principles of power sharing, decentralization, and fighter integration. These pillars, carefully negotiated and painstakingly crafted, were meant to address the root causes of the conflict. Power sharing, a delicate dance of political compromise, aimed to ensure that both Frelimo and Renamo had a stake in the governance of the nation. Decentralization, a key demand of Renamo, sought to shift power away from the central government and empower local communities. This, it was believed, would address the grievances of those who felt marginalized and excluded from the political process. The integration of former fighters into the Mozambican army and society was seen as crucial to healing the wounds of the past. However, skepticism lingered. Previous attempts at peace had faltered, leaving many wary of promises. The success of this new consensus hinged on the genuine commitment of both sides to reconciliation and reform. The international community pledged its support, offering financial and technical assistance to aid the implementation of the agreement. The October 2024 presidential election was meant to be a litmus test for the new consensus. Frelimo's candidate Filipe Nyusi was declared the winner, but the results were immediately disputed by Renamo. Allegations of irregularities and vote rigging cast a shadow over the electoral process, reigniting old tensions. The streets of Mozambique, once filled with cautious optimism, became arenas of protest and unrest. The situation escalated rapidly. Clashes between protesters and security forces became increasingly violent, resulting in a tragic loss of life. The fragile peace, so painstakingly built, seemed to be crumbling. The economic impact of the unrest was devastating. Businesses were shuttered, trade disrupted, and foreign investment dried up. Mozambique, once on the cusp of an economic boom fueled by its vast natural gas reserves, was plunged back into uncertainty. The unrest also had a ripple effect on the region. Neighboring South Africa, heavily reliant on Mozambique for trade and transportation, felt the economic pinch. The Southern African Development Community, which had played a pivotal role in mediating previous peace agreements, called for calm and urged all parties to engage in dialogue. As Mozambique grapples with the aftermath of the contested elections and the ensuing unrest, the future remains uncertain. The new political consensus, once a beacon of hope, has been tested and found wanting. The deep-seated mistrust between Frelimo and Renamo, exacerbated by the disputed election results, has resurfaced, threatening to derail the progress made. The international community, once optimistic about Mozambique's future, now watches with a sense of unease. The economic fallout from the unrest, coupled with the political instability, has made investors wary. The development of Mozambique's natural gas reserves, seen as a potential game-changer for the nation's economy, has been put on hold. Despite the challenges, there is still a glimmer of hope. Civil society organizations, religious leaders, and ordinary Mozambicans are working tirelessly to bridge the divide and promote dialogue. The international community, while disappointed by the recent turn of events, remains committed to supporting Mozambique's path to peace and stability.